So good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the third round of the EnduroGP of 2022. We are in Italy, Carpinetti, and we are trying to give you some feedback of this race. So, starting from the race direction, on my right side, I have the clerk of the course, Mr. Federico. I am Pedro Mariano, the race director, and Mauricio Micaluz is the track inspector and the third member of the race direction. We are in the present of a race in an H shape, which means that you will have two complete different loops. I will explain again afterwards the different colors and how you will go through the loop. But starting for today, we will have the super test, the normal super test. We will start at 5:30. Okay, so the first open riders will start at 5:30 from here. This is the place where the service arch. So everybody should come to the arch at the time that you have already in the internet. Go through the road. You will follow the orange signalization. So the arrows are the orange ones. And you will arrive to the super test. You will make the super test. You will return to the paddock. You will cross with the ones that are starting. You go to your service. Make the round of the paddock. There's only one round on the paddock, okay? So make the round, and you will go through the road till the Parc Fermé. So we will start in the paddock, in the service arch. We will finish on the Parc Fermé, on the village, which means that you will have 1 hour to start from here, go to the super test, follow the orange arrows, come to the service, make your service, and go till the Parc Fermé. It's clear for everybody? We will try a new thing in a way that we hope that nobody will stay too long time to enter in the super test. So we will start 2 riders in the same minute, but we will have a gap from the open to the youth of 15 minutes, from the youth to the junior of 8 minutes, and from the junior to the GP, we will try a gap of 9 minutes. This is an experience in a way that you will not be so long attending to enter on the super test. Okay? So any doubts for today? Any doubts? So it's clear. Very well. For Saturday and Sunday, as usual, we will start at, of course, you will start on the reverse order. So it's going to be the open, youth, junior, and GP. Okay, normally. Okay, for Saturday and Sunday, we will start at 9 o'clock. You will start from the village. Remember that the Parc Fermé is on the village. We will have 2 loops. The first loop is the red one, where we're going to get the super test and the enduro test. So you start, you go to the super test. From the super test, you go to the enduro test. Then from the enduro test, you come to the paddock. First service on the paddock. And you follow the red signs. Okay? On the second loop, you will arrive to the extreme. Then the extreme, you make the cross test. And then you arrive to the paddock with the blue arrows. Okay? So first loop, red. Second loop, blue. No mistakes, please. The order as normal: GP, junior, youth, and the open. We will have 2 riders each minute with a gap of 5 minutes between classes. We will try like this on Saturday. If we see many problems with the dust, we will try something else different on Sunday. Okay? But tomorrow, it's better to do it like usual, 2 riders each minute. Okay? Pre-finish. Remember that the open class do only 2 laps, and all the other classes, youth, junior, and GP, we will have 3 laps. So at the end of the second lap and in the end of the third lap for the others, you will arrive till the pre-finish. The pre-finish is going to be on the entrance of this way in. On the right side, just before the promoter part, so you will have there the Just One and the FME. You will find the tent when you leave the main road. You make your service, you go through the paddock, only one sense, nobody will cross one side to the other, please. You should enter, you should go to your service, follow the lines, and then you will go down from the caravans, from the paddock B, and you will arrive to the finish time check that you're gonna be on the right side just before you enter on the main road. Okay? So during the lap, this is the time checks. On the end of the second and third lap, pre-finish on the right side, and the finish on the downhill over there when you arrive to the main road. So finish is the same of the time check, is correct. Pay attention, because after the finish, we are giving 5 minutes from that point till the Parc Fermé. So you should go straight from the finish to the Parc Fermé. We will have at least 3 marshals on the way. We are talking about 1.5 kilometers. So please go straight to the final, not final time check, but the final point. It's going to be the Parc Fermé. It's clear for everybody? No doubts? We will not going to have any deviation on this race, and we are not going to give more time for the open. Mauricio will explain you how it goes detailedly, but he thinks that we are not going to need anything concerning deviations. Finally, environment, mats must be with you on the Parc Fermé. So it must be your own environmental mats on the Parc Fermé. For sure, in the morning you can collect them if you want and bring them to the service. But remember that in the end of the day, again, to enter in the Parc Fermé, you will need the environmental mat. Any doubts? Was it clear for everybody? So have a good race and good luck. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody. So I will tell you some details of the race. So like Pedro says, it's an H-shaped race. So we have 2 loops. The first one is red and the second is blue. After the start, that will be in the center of the town, you will have 500 meters of asphalt. After you turn left and you go in the wood. That in the first 2 kilometers, the loop are the same. I mean that you will find blue and red arrows. Around 4 minutes riding, you will find a clear panel where explain to you that in the right side, you go for super test and enduro, and this is the loop 1, red one. And the second time that you will go there, you have to choose the blue one on left side, and this show it extreme and cross test. So it's quite clear. So I hope that nobody make wrong. Thing to pay attention is that just before arriving in the enduro test, you will have a double way on the asphalt. So after the super test is 3 kilometers by asphalt to the enduro test. Don't take the gravel road that back to the paddock, because this is after the enduro test. Probably you see the signs when you went to walk on the enduro test. So about the timing, after the start, you will spend 38 minutes to arrive to the super test. It's quite technical, but there's nothing difficult. It's very dry, the ground, so the grip is good, and I suppose that nobody have problem, even the open. I ride the super test, the big one, so the super test of Saturday and Sunday. I rode in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And from the super test to the enduro test, as I said, is all asphalt, 3 kilometers. You will need 3 minutes. I ride the enduro test in 14 minutes and a half. And from the enduro test to the time check 1 here in the paddock, for close the first loop, is 2.5 kilometers. You will need 4 minutes. So you will have the service. I suppose that you will have at least 8-10 minutes for make your service. After that, you start the blue loop for go to the extreme test. You need 21 minutes to go there. The extreme test, I ride it in 3 minutes and a half. There is, as you see, there is some deviation. Everything is open for everybody, so you can choose the longer way as you want. From the extreme test to the cross test is 24 minutes riding. This is probably maybe the more technical part, but as I said, it's very dry and no problem for you, I hope. I ride the cross test in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Pay attention for the first rider because the grass is very slippery. And from the cross test to the time check 2, so to the end of the lap, is 3.5 kilometers, is 5 minutes riding. And I suppose also in this time check, at least 8-10 minutes for service. Is okay? If you have any questions?
So, the total is 66 kilometers per lap, and each lap will take 2 hours 28. We will have a race with 7 hours 24, plus the 50 minutes from the pre-finish. And so it's a long day, okay? 66 kilometers, the total, okay? The first loop is 35 kilometers to 1 hour and 16, and the second loop, the blue one, is 31 kilometers for 1 hour 12. They are really balanced. They are really balanced, okay?